Hello, welcome to my channel. Let's review this video. The real economy is a disaster escape from Los Angeles Skid Row. So before I start reviewing this video, I just want to say Skid Row is it's not one of the worst parts of LA. It's the worst part of LA. Full of homeless people, drug users, tents everywhere. I just want to say that this part of LA does not represent the entire U.S. economy, and Skid Row has always been bad, especially the last few years. It might have been, it might have gotten even worse, but I've seen this video before, and I don't. It looks just like it used to look like, just terrible. So I just want to say it does not represent the entire U.S. economy. So I'm gonna address a few comments I got on my last video. A few people were hating on me. A few people were saying that they supported what I'm doing, and then a different few people said that he constantly just says the same stuff all over again every video, and they think he's a scam. So what do I think? I think he is not a scam. I think he's just trying to make money with his affiliate link, which you can see. Just go on any video of his videos, go in the description below, and you see SC slash JB right there. That's not a bad thing. I don't have a problem with making money, but I agree that he makes things look worse than they actually are. And I'm not saying that the US will live forever, but I don't think the US will collapse anytime soon, despite all these riots and the virus. I just saw a video. It's called Seattle Police Surrender. East Precinct to Army Far Leftist 7 block radius declared free zone. And that's a very worrisome thing, but I don't think you have to buy gold because of this. I think the US dollar will be still there. I don't think the US empire will survive forever. The Roman Empire didn't survive forever. But yeah, let's dive into his video.
It's Monday, June 8th, 2020. I shot a video yesterday in Los Angeles, California, and I'm going to show you this video. You're going to see parts of LA that are flooded with protesters, and you're going to see other parts of LA flooded with homeless people. I want everybody to take a look at what is happening to this country. People protesting human rights while people sleep on sidewalks, sleep in tents, 80,000 people homeless in LA County. Just take a look at what is happening to your cities. Take a look at what is happening to your society. It's very disturbing. Also, I'll be posting another Patreon video this evening that will allow me to kind of talk a little bit more in depth on that platform, a little bit more freely than this platform. So if you get a chance, check out my Patreon. It's going to have extended coverage of the protest, and I'll give you my 2 cents on what's going on and why you should be preparing. God bless every one of you.
All right, keep in mind this is
So guys,
the worst part in California, or even in LA, or even California. What he has been doing is he goes to very particular places that have been affected by this pandemic, like car rentals or Toyota, or all of these industries have been affected by the U.S., but they don't represent the entire U.S. economy. And Skid Row was always bad. So don't be fooled by this. I do agree you should have some gold and silver, but it should not make up the majority of your investment portfolio. Maybe 5%. Beef. I would rather, to be honest with you, I would first buy food and ammo and guns before I would buy gold, because if things really crash, you will not need gold at the beginning. In the collapse, you will need to survive. You will need to. There will be mob rule. There, who knows? But gold will be important after you survive the collapse. Gold Well, you won't need gold when people are trying to enter your house because they're hungry. You will need a gun and food because all of the grocery stores will be empty. The food supply chain will not work. So yeah, you can buy some gold from him, but just be aware of the tactics he's using. By the way, I've researched him, and he is a real estate agent in Riverside County, I think, and he's a salesman, and that's okay. I don't see anything wrong with making money, but just be aware of what he's doing.
Absolutely crazy. Um, you know, people who wrote to me in the past and said this could never happen in America, that America is healthy mentally, physically, politically, and spiritually, they were wrong. Take a look at this. I mean, just walking down here, downtown LA, look at this. It's unbelievable. Look at this. This is LA, okay? This is somebody's
That's
front door.
regular LA for you. That's Skid Row for you. That has been there before the pandemic, and this
This
is
is how
here now.
well this city is being run. And I don't have to tell you who's running it, but take a look how well it's being run. Now, I know a lot of the trolls out there are going to criticize me again today, but see, I got off my and I put a camera in hand and I came
He
out here to show
censored
you what's
it.
going on in the real world. Probably a lot of people be
Okay, what he is referring to real world is he's referring to the stock market right now, which has nothing to do with our economy. The stock market itself is not based on our economy. The stock market is what people think will happen, and the economy what is happening. Um, but anyway, I'm not trolling. I'm just reviewing this video. I'm not trying to hate. I don't like haters. So, but keep in mind, the real world is not. The entire U.S. is not Skid Row, Los Angeles. And he did not go outside of his house into his neighborhood. He chose the worst part of California and went there, and that's not the real world. That's like a small part of his states. That's terrible.
afraid just to walk down here, and you should be.
That's why I came. You told me. You would sleep. Now you gotta wait.
So when you're down here, and I don't come down here often, but I'm going to tell you, you do not even feel like you're in America.
Um, I'm going to be careful with what I say because I don't want to get political on this channel. But a lot of big cities, they look like this, and they're run by a particular. I'm gonna just stop there, but I'm just gonna stop there. Yeah, I don't want to be demonetized.
All boarded up.
This is scary. I agree, especially with defunding the police or abolishing the police. I don't know. There will be a mob rule if that happens. Who's gonna rescue you? I don't think defunding the police or abolishing the police is the right way to to do it.
It is
I really don't.
unbelievable what is going on here.
So I don't think defunding or abolishing the police is the right way. Maybe better training, and they have to be careful with who they recruit. And I'm not a specialist here, but you don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that abolishing the police is not a good thing. And he never said he wants to abolish it, but other people have said it. So I just want to point that out.
It is homeless people everywhere. So here's what LA is doing for its people. Please behave while people sleep on sidewalks.
This is what I don't get about the United States. I'm not from here, so basically, and I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I just follow things that make sense to me. I don't care what party it is. But what I've noticed is that Democrat run cities are usually have tents everywhere, but Democrats they want all of these government benefits and they want socialism. But why do they leave their people in tents? And another thing I don't understand is when I go to the suburbs or the country where cities are mostly Republican, there are no homeless people and they don't like socialism. They don't want any state involvement. I don't really understand why um that it makes no sense to me. You would think that the government, the Democrat run cities don't have any tents and homeless people because they want so much government and they want so much welfare. But it's the other way around. Obviously, it's the cost of living, but it doesn't make any sense to me. Just you know what? I already went political, so if you want, just leave a comment. You can discuss it with me. Anyway, let's keep going.
Intense. Yeah, okay. It's great. Look at this. I'm right across the street from City Hall. This is City Hall's neighbors. Power to the people. Look at that. Yep, there you go. And these people are just going to sit here and harass the police now. So everybody's concerned about human rights, and they walk right past this. Um, that I don't understand. We're so concerned about people, their rights, everything, and everybody walks right past this like it doesn't exist. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, this would never happen in Europe. This would never. This would be unthinkable. All of these tents. I think this is just crazy. Uh,
Unbelievable.
I'm not taking a political stance here, but the U.S. is a free country, and everyone is responsible for themselves here. And if you take hard drugs, then and you don't work, then that's where you will end. And should we help people who are on the streets? I sure should we fund it with our taxes. That's another issue or topic for discussion. I believe we should help people, but to be honest with you, I'm not really good with this. I'm more good with finances, so I'm just gonna lean off the politics. But go ahead and make some comments. I want to read them. What do you think we should do about this? Wait, California, forget it. 12% income tax rate, sales tax, property tax, everything is high. High cost of living. Minimum wage is like $13, $14. Maybe they made. I don't know. I would never move to California unless I'm extremely wealthy. But the weather is nice. If that's worth it. But you can move to Arizona or somewhere cheaper if you like warm weather.
So guys, I'm down here in Beverly Hills right now on Rodeo Drive. And as you can see, everything is boarded up. In fact, Rodeo Drive is closed. Things on Wilshire Boulevard are all boarded up. They won't even let you onto Rodeo Drive. Every store on Rodeo Drive is boarded up, including the Tiffany and Company right behind me. So I don't know if you get a shot down here. It is nothing but police, completely boarded up, everything boarded up. And this is what happens when a society begins to lose control, when there is no law. And this is,
This is just the beginning. They want to defund and abolish the police. I don't think that will happen. I think that's just a small group of people being very loud on social media. They could make it happen. I hope this will come down.
you know,
I agree with
again,
them
these
on this.
people who have written me in the past and tell me things like that could never happen. America's too strong. The system's too strong. That could never happen. Well, this is all happening. When you see Rodeo Drive shut down in every store, not 90%, 100% of the stores on Rodeo Drive are boarded up. There's nothing but plywood covering the entire end, from end to end of Rodeo Drive. It's all plywood. And most of the stores right over here on Wilshire are also boarded up with plywood. So, these people who keep telling us that nothing bad can happen to America because it's America, they are fools. They are drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm in one of the wealthiest areas on the entire planet, Beverly Hills. And look what I'm dealing with. Police everywhere, plywood everywhere, boarded up buildings, uh, people wearing masks.
Well, just because there is a riot, that doesn't mean that you have to buy his gold, or buy any gold in general. There's a riot. That's basically it. So I don't
It's
know
incredible what's
what he's
going on.
trying to
You
prove
saw
here.
what was happening over at the other end of town, and this is what's happening over here 8 miles away from downtown LA. Here we are in Beverly Hills, and it is really, when you look at stuff like this, when you get off the couch and actually go out, take a drive, and see what's going on, you should be very, very concerned. I think you will be very concerned when you go out in your own areas and see what's going on. People are getting absolutely out of control. The police are overwhelmed.
I agree.
We are so.
If you go to the inner cities, like to the big cities like Portland, Seattle, LA, it looks like this. That's true, but I don't. The U.S. economy is stronger than it failing over a few riots in the streets. Anyway, okay, I don't want to make this too long. Just leave the comments down below. I hope I wasn't too harsh on him. Just so you know, if you made it to the end of the video, leave a comment so I know, and leave a dislike. Um, I'm just joking. Leave a like, and it might sound like I am hating on him, but I'm actually not trying to do that. I'm just reviewing his video, and I'm just trying to point out the flaws in his video, and it's not everything he says is flawed. There's some truth to what he's saying, and you should diversify your wealth. You should diversify your money. You shouldn't just have stocks and liquid assets. You should have hard assets. You should have real estate. You should have rare metals like gold and silver and platinum. Um, you should have stocks. You should have index funds or mutual funds, and maybe you should have a business. So anyway, stay safe out there. Don't go outside, especially if there's a curfew. Unless you want to be hit by rubber bullets and tear gas. And please don't loot anything. And yeah, that's all I have to say. All right, leave a comment and have a good day.